Oh, there you are, YouTube. I just watched the 1990 film, I Love You to Death. And basically it's a story of a pizzeria owner, Kevin Kline, and his wife, Tracey Ullman, and her mother, who is Joan Plowright, and a staff member at the pizzeria, that is River Phoenix. And Kevin Kline, the pizzeria owner, has a wandering eye. He looks at other women and engages in adultery with them. So he's cheating on his wife, right? And Tracey Ullman, she really trusts him. She thinks that he's just looking at other women, and she's like, men do that, not a big deal. And River Phoenix is like, did I see Joaquin before? I think I said River, right? Yeah, River Phoenix. It's River Phoenix, by the way. If I said Joaquin before, it's River. He's like, hey, I'm pretty sure your husband's cheating on you. She's like, nah, he's just looking at other women. Women are attractive. It's gonna happen, right? He's not doing anything with them. He would never do that. I'm his wife. He loves me. And River's like, I don't know. And basically later she finds out that he actually is cheating, and she is so upset because she loves her husband dearly, will do anything for him, and does do everything for him. So she decides she must kill him. And she comes up with a plan with her mother, because her mother is just as angry about this, to kill her husband, Kevin Kline, for his cheating ways. And she gets River Phoenix involved. She asks him to kill him. Well, first she tries to kill him. Does so with like pills, sleeping pills and things like that. Doesn't work, so she gets River involved and is like, here, shoot him. And then he shoots him like in the head, but I think it just kind of like grazes his head. And he's like, I can't do this again. That was terrible. Why did I do that? So they're like, well, you got to finish the job. And he's like, I can't do it, but I know some guys. And he grabs William Hurt and Keanu Reeves, who are two stoners, to do the job, and they are absolutely hilarious. I feel like William Hurt, I mean, I've seen him be funny, but I don't think I've seen him this funny, because this movie's a comedy. It's kind of like a dark comedy, not like dark comedy, but just, a dark comedy, but more on the hilarity and the absurd and things like that. But I just really liked seeing him in this stoner role. It was very cliche and very funny. Keanu Reeves, I think he maybe was wearing blue contacts in the film. I couldn't tell, but his eyes looked a little bit different, and I think it might have been because of some blue contacts. And he's great in it, playing a stoner. He's sort of doing, his 90s surfer dude thing, but as a stoner. And I feel like it works. It's really good. His hair is like shaved on the sides, and I think that's a result or some leftover haircut from a film that we just watched called Prince of Pennsylvania, which I did a review on. So she gets them involved, or I guess River gets them involved, and it's that now their turn to finish the job, right? And they're doing it for money. They're hired to do this. I don't think they've ever killed anybody before. This is the first time. And they decide to shoot Kevin Kline's character in the heart. They shoot him in the chest, but I think they miss, everything. And and Kevin Kline, he's sort of like surviving the pills, the first headshot, and then he just thinks he has a virus because he's like so high on the pills he doesn't really know what's going on, so he just thinks he's sick. And it's and he survives the chest shot also. And then cops find out what's going on, and then everybody goes to jail, and Kevin Kline, like, because his wife went through those lengths to kill him because she loved him so much, he's like, I'm going to change my ways. I'm bailing everybody out of jail, not just my wife, every single person, because I know that she loves me so much, and why did I do this? I need to be a new man, a committed husband. So he bails everybody out, and it seems like they just get back together. But I just told you the whole story. That was just a spoiler. That was a summary of the entire film. So, I mean, so this is also, I'm jumping around here right now, but this movie is a part of our Keanu Reeves marathon, which we are currently in. I don't think I mentioned that earlier in the video, but that's what this is. And I thought this movie was really funny. It feels very original, and it feels very original because it is based on a true story. Like, this wife tried to kill her husband for cheating on her like 4 times, and it didn't work. She goes to prison, and he doesn't like press any charges or anything like that. Is that even like, does he even have a say in that? Attempted murder, I would think, goes beyond him being like, it's okay. Okay, we'll let her free. But he was basically like, I deserved it. You know, she did the right thing, and I'm a changed man, and I'm going to remain faithful. So it was a true story, and that is why it feels so absurd, because it's based on a true story. Kevin Kline is sort of over the top. He's Italian and really playing that up kind of like in a, you know, extremely exaggerated way. Everyone else feels, you know, pretty real. Like Tracey Ullman, she plays a great, you know, wife character. That's sort of like the point, just like basically a wife who I guess develops, you know, some agency. And the mother, Joan Plowright, is fantastic in it. So much comedy, just brings so much to the movie. I would say River, he's just kind of like around. I wouldn't say like he's doing anything special in it. Keanu is, I think he is fantastic. He was kind of looking like Aaron Taylor Johnson to me. And I think the blue eyes, that may have or may not have been happening. I think his eyes were blue. Sort of added to that. But I really liked him in it because it was a version of his 80s, 90s stone, or not, you know, like, I don't know, surfer dude or whatever, but a different version of it. So that was kind of cool to see. It still felt fresh and different, even though it's similar to things we've seen before. William Hurt, again, I liked him because I feel like I've never seen him like this before. Like, it didn't seem like a movie that he would be in. Also, Heather Graham is in this. Heather Graham? Yeah, Heather Graham's in this for a moment. I can't believe all the stars in it. Everybody I'm listing are huge people, I feel like. And they were all in this little movie that I didn't even know about, wasn't on my radar. Because this is like when Ninja Turtles came out, right? This is 1990, the first Ninja Turtles movie. And so this wasn't on my radar. I don't remember seeing it in rental stores on VHS. I don't remember passing this VHS cover art at all. But I ended up liking it. It, you know, maybe is longer than it needs to be. You could tell the story quicker, I guess. It could be a little bit more rambunctious, but I kind of like the level that it sits in. Some things are over the top, not all things. Like William Hurt and Kevin Kline, I would say, are the most over the top. I think I was trying to get to that point earlier, but I lost that point. But they are sort of the most exaggerated, over the top characters. Then probably Keanu. Then I feel like everybody else is pretty, you know, level where they need to be. But I think you also needed those exaggerated characters as well. And I think that sort of unevenness in the types of characters that we're given ensure that you don't get bored, I guess. Because I think if everybody was sort of at the same level and nobody was exaggerated, it would just be a very plain film. So I think you need a little bit of cartoon in it, in a way. But I thought it was pretty fun. And in the music, James Horner did the music. And steel drums, I don't know. I thought that was unique and different. Kind of felt like I was watching the Weekend at Bernie's movies. Not sure why that was included. But that score is pretty interesting. But it really sets the time period. Like, this is like, wow, this really is 1990. You know, it feels very late 80s, early 90s the score does. But yeah, director is, what's his name? Kasdan, is that right? What's his first name? He did like, you know, he wrote a bunch of stuff. He like wrote a bunch of Star Wars, a bunch of Indiana Jones. He did, the Kevin Kline's in it. Right? Yeah. What? Come on. Let's think of it. I almost wanted to say it's The Big Chill. There we go. Did The Big Chill. But yeah, I was surprised by this movie. Liked it quite a bit more. Did I? Quite a bit more than I was expecting? I don't know. I saw the cast and I was like, this could be good. So I shouldn't say I was like not thinking it was going to be good. It looked like it could be good, and I think it was good. Nothing like over the top spectacular, but I just found the story very interesting, especially when you learn it is a true story. So I don't know how true everything lines up, but when you just hear the basic headline of the real story, maybe they just built around that, and what they built around it felt pretty original and exciting, fun, funny, all that. So yeah, that's my review, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.